Oh, we are live. Woohoo! Yay.
Exciting.
So much learning. It gets easier every time, right?
Yeah,
Awesome. Well,
definitely.
hello, everybody tuning in. Today is Chips in Chat, and we have Melissa here from the American Heart Association, which is so wonderful. And we've known each other a while now. We met when you were with the University of Arizona,
Yes,
huh?
yes, we have
Yeah.
known each other for a while. I've seen this beautiful girl grow up into the professional that she is. And yeah, it's so awesome to be in touch with you again and to join you here in your Chips and Chat.
I love it. We're still doing stuff together, so it'll be fun today. And we, being that it's St. Patrick's Day, wanted to enjoy some green foods. So I found these pea snap thingies. I've never had them, so we'll see. It's Parmesan roasted garlic flavor. We'll
I
see
mean,
how
that
that
sounds
comes out.
really
And what did you find? What did you find to eat today that's green?
good. I found some veggie sticks that
I
are,
love it. I
well,
love
they're
it. And
actually
here's
pretty yummy. I had one just now, and they're pretty yummy.
what.
I could
Ooh.
definitely be snacking on these while I'm jumping from one Zoom meeting to the next.
I like how you have it all laid out all pretty, and I'm over here like, rip the bag. Let's eat.
Well, there's different colors in the bag, so I had to pick out the green ones and
Oh,
put them.
yes.
So I specifically picked out the green ones for our little chips and chat session.
How funny is that? Well, that's good. Thank you for the extra effort you put in today for for the
Yeah.
show.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So, Chips and Chat is a show where we talk with a community business partner or community service partner just to find out more about what they do, what services they provide to the community, so we can spread the word, see how our clients can help use them. So that's why we're reaching out to the American Heart Association because they are expanding into the Southern Arizona area, Cochise County, Santa Cruz County, and Melissa's going to tell us more about that. So, what is it you do? What's your job title with the American Heart Association?
My official job title is Business Development Director for Southern Arizona. So what we do is, in my job, specifically in my role, is that we look for opportunities for collaborations with organizations and companies in the area so that we can fund all of the wonderful programming that the American Heart Association puts out every year, anywhere from blood pressure control checks to CPR and just so many things that we are involved with, and making sure that uh, our communities are heart healthy. Our world really is heart healthy because it is a world organization.
That's awesome. So, how do you find out if you're not heart healthy?
How do you find out you're not heart healthy? Well, there's a lot of ways. There's a lot. Absolutely, there's different ways. What we recommend is that our that people really go and check have their annual checkups with their doctor, and they're on top of their numbers, blood pressure numbers, cholesterol numbers, you name it. But even if you do that, a lot of times you are presented with certain you're presenting certain ailments that you might not think that they're related to heart health, and then it turns out that you've ignored them for far too long, and it becomes a heart health issue for you in the long run. So we're always asking everyone to please stay on top of what you're manifesting as far as any type of pain or ailment, or headaches, or things that are just completely outside of your norm that you feel. If something's not right, is what we say, is because it's probably not right.
That's really good, and it does prove the point, right? It's important to get those annual checkups, so that way the issues
So
don't progress, and
yeah,
you can't take care
absolutely.
of them then at that point, right? Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So then, what else specifically are you
Going
doing with your job? I know.
So the primary role really and what I do is look for those opportunities in our communities so that we can collaborate and we could look for those areas in which the American Heart Association could come in and help our communities. So I am in charge of two specific campaigns at the American Heart Association. One is a Go Red for Women campaign. I don't know how many of you out there know, but heart disease is the number one killer for women. And as a matter of fact, heart disease and stroke are the number one and the number two killer in the world. And 800,000 Americans die every day in any of those two diseases. So there is a lot of work still to be done. We've made a lot of progress over the years, especially with the Go Red for Women movement. That one's a really important one because we look at women, and unfortunately for many, many years, women have been left out of the research and the studies that have to do with heart disease. Yeah, and you wouldn't think that, but there is definitely a stigma out there that heart disease is only a man's disease, but it's actually the number one killer of women. So Go Red for Women is a movement to inspire women and also men, and so that we all can come together, all individuals that could come together and really bring awareness to this fact and make sure that we are funding the right studies and we're funding the right opportunities so that we could eradicate this unfortunate woman killer.
Yeah, that is amazing. So my mom is a nurse, and I remember she would give us all, like, they had pins at one time in one of their campaigns that was a little red dress.
Oh yeah.
And we could all wear them because February is Women's Heart Health Month.
Yes.
And then March goes into Women's History Month, so it's like enforcing that still, right? Like, still take care of your health, still focus on the women in your life. So I think that's awesome that it's like that. And then we all had our little red dresses we wore.
Yes.
And we could honor that, which was really nice.
Yeah, so that I'm in charge of that campaign, and we are actually we just started the campaign. You could visit the heart.org page, or Go Red for Women. .org is the page that you can visit and learn more about things that you can do to bring awareness in your community, bring awareness to yourself, in your family. Have those conversations, I think, especially, me being a Latina, and, we don't have conversations like that in our family. We don't talk about, hey, do we have a history of heart disease in our family? We just don't talk about it. It's just something that we don't go there, So it is so important that we have those conversations with our families, with our grandmas and our moms, and then also with our own daughters or nieces, or everybody that's just involved, to make sure that we know what the symptoms are, because symptoms are different in women. They manifest different in women. A lot of times the symptoms look, Angelica, like your regular premenstrual syndromes, symptoms, or they just look and manifest so differently. A backache, a lower neck ache, swelling. There's just so many things that could be happening that could actually potentially turn into some sort of health disease. I have to tell you, I have a little bit of a testimony to share with you, because I have been presenting some really unfortunate symptoms for quite a while, but I thought it was just stress. I was just going through a lot of things in my life. So it was just, to me, it was, it's just stress. Once I get past, all of this, everything will get back to normal, and I'll feel normal. When I started working at the American Heart Association, there's a lot of training. I feel like I'm still in training. I've been here for over 2 months, but I feel like I'm still in training. There's just so much to learn, so much to just digest, with everything that the American Heart Association does. But a lot of the things that I was reading, and then me being aware of my numbers, blood pressure numbers and cholesterol numbers and all of that, I could actually say that coming to work to the American Heart Association saved my life. because
Wow.
those symptoms that I was presenting, I was definitely on the road to heart health issues. And I
Hmm.
was able to catch them, I hope, in time, because my cholesterol came high, my triglycerides came out high. You know, there was things that were coming out high that I never would have ever looked into if I would have not been working here. So I'm like a perfect example of somebody who ignored and ignored so many issues for so much time, and then now hopefully I'm going to be able to not have to worry about it in the long term.
Wow, that is amazing. And it goes to show too the importance of education on this issue, which is why you guys are expanding into Southern Arizona too, to help spread that education. So people are
Yes.
aware of this Go Red for Women, aware of the signs of what it's like to identify and like don't ignore it. Like that's another big thing too.
Yeah, and
Wow.
we do tend to ignore it. And yeah, Southern Arizona is definitely an area that I will be overseeing as business development director for both Go Red for Women and also Heartball, which are two event campaigns that we have, right? But at the end of the day, what really matters and what the American Heart Association is really about is that issue-based fundraising part of it. That's where the heart of my job, you know, is issue-based fundraising, or like I like to call it outcome-based fundraising. What are those areas of opportunity that we have in our communities? Is there a community that is in need of blood pressure cuffs? Okay, then let's find an organization or a company that could come in and help us purchase those blood pressure cuffs so that we can make sure that that community is taken care of and is heart healthy. And there's just so many things that we're doing. You know, tobacco cessation is another really big one. Vaping awareness is another area that we're looking into, because all of these contribute, obviously, right, to heart health. And nutrition security is another really big one for us. We want to make sure that our communities have what they need to be able to eat healthy. So those are all conversations that we're having, and those are all opportunities that I would like to put out there, you know, and taking advantage of this space that you're giving me, Angelica. You know, just I want to put out there, is there an organization, is there a company out there that is looking to help out the community in one shape or the other, and come alongside us with the American Heart Association employees, right? A lot of companies out there are looking for ways to bring health awareness into their employee packages and to their what they offer for employees. So this is a great opportunity to come alongside us. Everybody that's listening to us in Southern Arizona, I think could benefit from this type of information and heart health information, because if we're healthy, we're good, right? If we're healthy, that's the key. That's really the basis of everything. And it's so important that as an employer, as an organization, and we have great organizations in Southern Arizona that do this, that we take care of our employees, that we take care of them holistically, their mental health. That's another area too the AHA is coming on board with. Mental health is a big one with COVID. There's a lot of, we are definitely looking and doing a lot of research, and there is going to be a lot of heart issues as a result of COVID. As you could already imagine, there's a lot of people that not only have manifested heart issues as a result of COVID, but there's also a lot of people that have put off going to the doctor because of COVID. So those are all the things that we are we're conscious about, and we want to make sure that we're educating our communities.
Definitely. That's amazing. And someone actually commented, they said, thank you for sharing such important information. So I think that's awesome that the community's hearing this, they're listening. You know, we're going to share it later on today as well, keep it up there so more people can get the information. And seriously, to any, you know, organizations in the area who are interested, definitely partner with you, because like you said, it relates to your employee health and why.
Right, breaks, making sure. Right now, we're actually in a step challenge. We're coming in with so many steps that we're doing in a day, and making sure that we're moving, that we're eating healthy. There's just like so many great things that we can do in an organization, and we could come alongside. And of course, we don't have the American Heart Association has been around since 1924. In just a couple of years, we're going to be celebrating our 100th year anniversary. So, I mean, that's amazing. And it's the largest nonprofit, the largest volunteer organization in the nation. So, and we're a nonprofit. We've been we're around, and we've been around for many years. And the other part to this also, for those of you that are listening to us, is that the American Heart Association also has funding available for, research funding. So if somebody is interested in applying for any of the grants that the American Heart Association has out there, especially our physicians in the area, please feel free to visit our heart.org webpage, and you can find all the information there. But we need to make sure that that our community, especially our rural areas, right? Our heart's always in the rural area, at least mine is, and I know that yours is, Angelica. The American Heart Association has, we were concentrated in the Tucson area for a very long time, but I'm very excited that since I came on board, it seems like we're expanding out into Southern Arizona, into our rural areas, because that is another priority of the American Heart Association, that we deliver equitable health across the board. And rural areas are definitely an area that could benefit from what we do.
That is so excellent. Yes, and like you said, our rural communities matter, and that's why we're here doing this, to get more exposure for people in the rural communities, to touch on that. So just to touch on it briefly then, because I know you said you didn't deal, earlier when we spoke, you're not dealing directly with hiring, but what is the process to go through to get, at least apply for jobs with the American Heart Association?
So yeah, if you visit heart.org, you will see any jobs that are posted. We actually hire nationwide. There's jobs that you could apply for nationwide. I have to say, it is such a great organization to work for. I feel motivated. I feel taken care of. I feel like there's a very conscious effort, especially during these times. There's a very conscious effort in making sure that employees are holistically okay, anywhere from their physical, mental, professional, everything. Family plays a big part in it. The majority of the employees at AHA are women, so there's a lot of just great, just a lot of caring. There's just so much caring. So if you're interested in working for an organization like that, definitely visit our careers, our jobs posting webpage, and at heart.org. I know that they're hiring in the Phoenix area for some positions, so you might want to check that out. Unfortunately, in this area, we don't have any positions open at this time, but you never know, right? You never know. But we do have, and I did mention earlier, we're the largest volunteer organization. So we have volunteer opportunities. If there's anybody out there that would like to, just add more to their resume or learn more about what we do, or we have a lot of students that are looking into maybe going into pre-med and social work or areas like that. This is a perfect organization to volunteer in, for sure.
That is excellent, because volunteering is an avenue to help create employment, and it gives you skills or experience that you can add to a resume that you may not necessarily have, or it helps fill gaps that you need on your resume, which is incredible. So I'm so glad you brought that up. So what events do you have coming up, if any? I mean, I know with COVID, events aren't the big thing right now, but what opportunities do you have for volunteers?
We have, yes, so opportunities for volunteers where we're actually like on the ground physically, and we don't have those yet, but hopefully very soon we will have those open up. Our volunteers are just amazing. Our volunteers really take it to heart to come in and not just help the organization with their manpower, but also they help us raise money so that we could continue doing the work that we do. So we do have the Heart Walk that is coming up on April 24th. So if you're interested in that, the Heart Walk we have our own page. So if you just, Google Heart Walk, let me see. Sorry, I didn't have it in front of me, but I wanted to.
Walk going to be in Tucson?
It's actually a digital experience.
Ooh.
It's a digital experience. So if you go into, actually, let me see. If you just go into heart.org and then under affiliates, choose Arizona and Tucson, it will take you directly to the Heart Walk, and then you could register for that and actually help us raise money through this digital experience of the Heart Walk, which is, hopefully Southern Arizona will participate in it because it's so important that we're all aware and we're all experiencing, especially now that we're all connected via, this digital
the world more.
It's such a perfect opportunity to do that.
That's so exciting. And what was the date again? April 24th?
April 24th, Saturday, April 24th. And I don't know if there's a place where I could put the link in, but I could send it to you and you could put it there for future.
I'll put it on the comments on the Facebook for sure, and then we'll send it out in the emails.
Okay.
Everyone has it. That is awesome.
Yeah, and it's so great right now. You have time to register. Our goal is to reach 200K, and we have amazing teams, companies that have come together to raise money. And then we also have, of course, walkers that are contributing to. It's so easy to do. You just go in there and you are part of the Heart Walk, the digital experience. You'll be joining 1 million walkers across the nation to make sure that we raise money to bring awareness.
That's excellent. And where does the funds go to that are raised?
So the fund, that's a great question. The funds do go to the American Heart Association, and then it also goes, like I said, to any local issue-based opportunity that I see. So that's actually a great question, because sometimes we have organizations that say, okay, great, I will be part of the campaign. I will come in and, with $5,000 and do this. I want, $2,000 to go to the national organization so that they can continue doing everything nationally, but I want the rest to go to a local effort. So there's definitely really cool and innovative ways to make sure that the funds stay local.
That's awesome. That's really good to know, because you're talking about you want to grow the Southern Arizona, right? And you want to help the businesses here. So people who are going to participate, I'm sure, partly want to make sure the money's going to help the local community that they're in. So it's really great to know that they can specify that.
Exactly. Definitely. So, yeah, there's just so much. And you know me, Angelica, I'm on a mission here, and my mission is to make sure that every single person in Southern Arizona is familiar with the AHA, is familiar with what we do, and feels taken care of. The other day, I had such an amazing call from one of my former students of the U of A, actually, and I love how things, when things connect like this, but one of my former students at the U of A, she learned that I was working for AHA, and she said, Melissa, my dad just recently had a heart attack, and it was really scary for us as a family. And we don't know where to go from here. And I was just hoping that in your new role, you could maybe guide him. So yeah, I said absolutely. Let's talk to your dad. So we got on the phone with her dad, and he now wants to be somebody that promotes the American Heart Association, especially among men in Southern Arizona, because he said that what he told me was actually pretty powerful. He said that his job was to take care of his family, so he had no time to be slowing down and going to the doctor and getting the checkups. It's just not something that's part of the culture to do, and unfortunately he suffered a heart attack as a result of him not paying attention. And now he wants to be he wants to help. He wants to help in going out there and talking to other men that it's okay to go to the doctor, that it's okay to be on top of your numbers and pay attention. And it's okay to eat healthy too. That's the other part of all of this, that we have to eat healthy. And now more than ever with the pandemic, we're seeing an increase of individuals that are, including myself, of course, that we're not eating as healthy as we should. We're indoors, we get anxious, we're nervous, we want to be out there, but, we kind of start nibbling and eating, unfortunately, unhealthy food choices. So it's, we have towards this. And hey, I'm not a Hispanic male, and I had that attitude, and I consider myself an educated individual, and yet I was ignoring. So it's just so crucial now more than ever to make sure that we're out there and we're paying attention and we're educating everybody.
Excellent. So that gentleman you were telling the story about wants to become an advocate. Is there a ways for people to get involved to do that?
Yes, there is definitely a way, and the best way to do that is to really reach out to me, send me a message, send me an email, send me a text, call me on the phone. I'm a pretty accessible person, so you could find me on Facebook. You could even send me a WhatsApp message. And yeah, let's just talk and let's get together. I'd love to form a couple of groups of folks that advocate for heart health in Southern Arizona, and that maybe we could start also creating our own teams of volunteers that help us raise money to bring that awareness. Yeah.
That is excellent. Okay, so then what is your phone number?
My phone number is 520-236-4587. And so you could find me there. And then my email is melissa.dye@heart.org. You could send me an email there as well.
Excellent. And we'll make sure we put that out as well when we reshare the stream here. So let's summarize. So American Heart Association is awesome. They are volunteer-based. They are an amazing organization full of care. So if you're applying, go online to the website. There are currently a lot of openings in the Phoenix area. So if you're willing to relocate, if not, then you just have to stay posted for when something else opens up in the southern region. But they are seeking volunteers to help grow the network down here in Cochise County, Santa Cruz County. There is an event coming up, so that way they can raise money. So you can volunteer that way with them coming up. And anything else that we need to know about you guys?
There's just so much. We need like 2-3 hours. we need time, to talk. But I'd love to come back and maybe talk about some of those, some of the campaigns, what we're doing as we roll out also our Heart Ball campaign. We can talk about that because it is the largest fundraising campaign that we have in the Tucson area. And then how can we engage Southern Arizona? The other thing too, there's one thing that I definitely want to put out there. The Go Red for Women campaign has an initiative right now called STEM Goes Red. And the STEM Goes Red campaign. I am very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. So now I have proof.
It sounds like Melissa's having her office cleaned right now, so we're gonna have to wait for the vacuum to go by.
No. So funny story. I'm actually going to tell my little brother to access this stream so that he can see it. But his car is a race car, and he turns it on, and it makes that noise every morning. And I'm very embarrassed, and I'm very sorry. But I've already apologized to every single one of my neighbors. But so anyways, what I was saying is that STEM Goes Red is an initiative under the Go Red for Women campaign. Mm-hmm. What we're going to do with STEM Goes Red is we want to have an event in September, which is also around the same time that we have the Go Red for Women luncheon, or this year it might even be a breakfast. And I'd love to come back so that I could promote all of that mm-hmm. as we get closer to it, because it is, you know, I haven't been to it, but I hear it's such an amazing and empowered, woman-empowered event. So the STEM Goes Red is about empowering our young girls to go into STEM fields so that they can be trailblazers that could help us eradicate this unfortunate disease in the future. Because who else but our young women that could help us do this for us. So the STEM Goes Red event is about bringing as many STEM females in the field that could come to the event, and they could empower our young girls, high school girls. 9th and 10th grade is what our target age is right now. And so that they could look into the possibility of STEM careers. We don't know what we don't know. I remember growing up, Angelica, that you know, STEM careers were just something that wasn't part of our vocabulary. Even college, a lot of times in families, are not part of the vocabulary, let alone going into some sort of STEM career, right? So anything that is science, technology, education, math is what STEM encaptures, and we're going to be having an event to do that. So here's the exciting part. It will be open to Southern Arizona. So the event itself is going to happen in Tucson, and we're already talking to organizations and companies that will help us make sure that we have the funding so that we could bus girls from schools in Southern Arizona to Tucson for the event. There's also some conversations with local city government here in Douglas about the possibility of, in the future, holding our own STEM Goes Red event here in Cochise County. So now imagine the power of the American Heart Association, imagine the power of all of that alongside STEM professionals and everybody coming together so that we can inspire these girls.
Oh, here you go, give me chills again. Oh my goodness, that is such an incredible, like the thought process that someone had to put into that event, because they're like, you know what, our goal is to get rid of this disease. In order to get rid of it, we have to help create the doctors, the nurses, the scientists, right? The mathematicians, all those people to help get rid of this disease. Yes. And you start by interesting the young people so that way they have career paths to create that change.
Exactly.
That is so incredible.
I just get the chills with something like that. So that's another call that I would like to make. If there's any STEM professionals, STEM females out there that would like to collaborate with us, come alongside with us with this amazing program that is going to happen. We have a tentative date for September 17th. So if that's something that works for you in your calendar, please email me, call me. We're also looking for sponsors. We need sponsors for this event to be successful. So if you are an organization, a company that has a STEM focus, would like to have a STEM focus, or just wants to do something for our youth, youth focus, then please come alongside us. Call me so that we can make sure that we get you in as a sponsor and we can make this an amazing event. An event that's sustainable over time too. We don't want to just have one event and then that's it. We want an event that's sustainable over time. So we need our organizations and our companies in the area to come alongside with us.
I love it. That is awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That'll be exciting. That's great. So hopefully, definitely we'll have to invite you back before then to say who the sponsors are or to get more people from Southern Arizona to make sure they're on those buses to get up there to that event for sure. Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
Well, give us the contact information again so that way they can hear it.
Yes, so you can actually reach me directly to my cell phone, 520-236-4587. If I don't answer, just send me a quick text, and I will make sure I call you back. Or you could also email me at Melissa, MELISSA .dye, DYE, @heart.org.
Excellent, excellent. Melissa, it was so great. And you didn't even eat your chips. You were so excited sharing all your information.
I'll just snack on them all.
You have them for
later. How were yours though? It looks
so I've had the Veggie Straws before, and I do like them. And these were very similar. Like I thought it would be more like a crunch, but it was very airy. And the flavor is good though. This Parmesan roasted garlic is like really powerful, but see how it's kind of like just see through them. So they're thin little air stuff. So it was different. I don't know if I would get them again, right? But I did enjoy them as a green food for today, definitely.
Okay, and so then I guess this section was sponsored by Veggie Straws.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Angelica, for inviting me to be a part of this. I wish you the best of luck. I watch every single one of your Chips and Chat, and they're all so wonderful and engaging and great information for our community. So keep up the great work, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.
Yes, and I was so glad you were able to come today, and we will definitely have to have you back for all those exciting things you're planning for our area. That was great. Thank you for today.
All right. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.